So, did you know that simply moving to a new apartment or house in Illinois could actually secretly lead to a suspended driver's license? Yeah, it's true. If you fail to update your address properly with the state, you might miss critical legal warnings, rack up unpaid toll violations, and even find yourself with a suspended license literally without your active knowledge. And it gets worse. If you get into an accident, failing to have updated your address could result in your car insurance company flat out denying your claim. And here is the real kicker. Illinois law gives motorists a very strict 10-day deadline to update their address after a move. If you miss that quick 10-day window, you're technically out of compliance with the Illinois Vehicle Code, which basically opens the door to all those severe administrative headaches we just talked about. So to make absolutely sure that never happens to you, welcome to this comprehensive explainer on how to seamlessly change your address on your Illinois driver's license online. Whether you're just moving down the street or all the way across the state, we are going to break down every single step so you can confidently navigate the Secretary of State's digital systems and, most importantly, stay entirely street legal. Here is our quick roadmap for today. 1. The 10-day deadline. 2. Preparing for the process. 3. The step-by-step guide. 4. Troubleshooting common issues. 5. Alternative update methods. And 6. Final checks and expectations. Let's get into it.
Part 1. The 10-day deadline.
Right, so here is where things get kind of tricky with the state's bifurcated bureaucracy. The Illinois Secretary of State operates on a completely decentralized data architecture. This means the Driver Services Department, which handles your actual physical license, and the Vehicle Services Department, which handles your license plates and registration, operate on entirely separate databases. Updating one does absolutely nothing to update the other. If you update your vehicle registration but totally forget your driver's license, the state is still going to send statutory summary suspension warnings to your old address. You really must initiate two distinct updates. And beyond just the state's databases, there's a massive financial risk here too. Your vehicle insurance premiums are mathematically tied to your primary parking address. Insurance carriers calculate your risk based on localized population density and crime statistics. So if you don't update your address with both the state and your insurance provider, you could be paying the wrong premium. Even scarier, if you have a collision, your provider has legal grounds to void your coverage entirely.
All right, Part 2. Preparing for the process.
First up, for that first database, your driver's license, you'll want to have this exact information right in front of you. Go ahead and grab your current physical license. You're going to need the license or ID number, the issue date printed right there on the card, the last 4 digits of your social security number, your date of birth, and, of course, your complete new residential address. Now, for the second database, your vehicle registration, you actually have 2 routes you can take. The absolute fastest is the verified route, which requires your registration ID and PIN. You can usually find these numbers printed on your renewal notice, and if you have them, the update is instant. If you don't have them handy, you'll have to use the unverified route. For this one, you just need your license plate number, the last 4 digits of your VIN, and your registration expiration year. But keep in mind, the unverified route triggers a 20-day processing delay, simply because the state has to physically mail you a verification letter to confirm it's actually you making the change. Okay, Part 3, the step-by-step guide. Once you've got all your prep done, the digital process is super straightforward. Step 1, open up your browser and go to apps.ilsos.gov/addrchange. Double-check that your browser has JavaScript enabled so the secure connection works. Step 2, you will literally just click which database you want to update first, driver's license or vehicle registration. And remember, you gotta do both. Step 3, input all those identifiers we just gathered. And Step 4, submit your new address. That's it. The entire online transaction is completely free of charge. But there is one absolutely crucial catch you need to remember. Doing this online completely satisfies your legal 10-day deadline, but it only changes your digital back-end record. It does not automatically trigger the state to mail you a brand new physical plastic card. The card sitting in your wallet right now will still show your old address. Don't panic, though. That card is still perfectly legal for driving purposes until it officially expires, just as long as that digital record matches where you actually live. Moving right along to Part 4, troubleshooting common issues. So what happens if the automated portal we just walked through rejects you? Well, it does have some strict eligibility constraints.
If you're moving out of Illinois entirely, or if you happen to use a P.O. box as your legal address in a tiny Illinois town with fewer than 3,500 people, the standard portal just won't work for you. In these specific edge cases, you have to use a special manual web form called the VSD 190. You can easily find this on the Secretary of State's contact forms page. It does require a manual review by agency personnel before your record updates, but hey, it's still entirely free.
Which brings us to part 5, alternative update methods. If you are someone who really wants a corrected physical card with your new address printed on it, you must visit an official driver services facility in person. You simply can't get the new plastic online. Be sure to bring your current ID and, crucially, a Group D proof of residency. Think something like a recent utility bill or a bank statement showing your new address. You'll pay a small $5 correction fee. Also, if you happen to hold a commercial driver's license, a CDL, pay close attention. You are legally required to get a corrected physical card within 30 days of moving. The digital update alone isn't enough for you. And a massive pro tip for you here: if you live in the Chicago metro or suburbs, the state requires you to book a skip-the-line appointment online before you show up at the 44 busiest facilities. So definitely do that first. Oh, and please avoid the super common mistake relying on the post office. Many people pay that little $1.10 verification fee to set up USPS mail forwarding online and assume they're totally done with their move. It is so incredibly important to remember that a USPS change of address does absolutely nothing to update your state driver's license or your vehicle records. You must update those state databases separately no matter what. Finally, Part 6, Final Checks and Expectations. Let's quickly recap your hard statutory deadlines so you stay completely compliant. You have exactly 10 days to update your digital driver's license record. You have 30 days to update your vehicle registration. If you hold a CDL, you've got 30 days to get that physical corrected card in person. And if you are brand new to the state of Illinois, you have 90 days to visit a facility in person to transfer your out-of-state credentials. Now, if you do decide to go into a facility to get that physical card, what should you actually expect? Well, Illinois uses what's called central issuance. This means they don't print the hard plastic card right there at the DMV desk anymore. Instead, they'll punch a hole in your old ID, take a nice new photo of you, and hand you a secure, temporary paper ID that is perfectly valid for 90 days. Your permanent hard plastic card will then arrive at your new mailbox within about 15 business days. To put a final bow on your whole move, just remember that the Secretary of State is not the only agency you need to notify. You definitely want to update your address with the Illinois Department of Revenue via their MyTax Illinois portal before tax season hits. Also, when you're doing your online driver's license update, the system is going to prompt you with a handy motor voter link. Take advantage of that. It's the easiest way to forward your updated info to your local county election clerk so you're all registered to vote at your new home. Just a quick disclaimer before we wrap up. State laws, administrative processes, and fees are always subject to change over time. While this explainer covers everything you need to know based on current statutes, you should always make sure to refer directly to the official Illinois Secretary of State website, that's ilsos.gov, for the absolute latest procedures before you head out the door. Moving is stressful enough without having to worry about hidden license suspensions or voided car insurance. I really hope this structured breakdown demystified the whole process for you. Now, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Have you ever been tripped up by a bifurcated two-database DMV system in your state? Or maybe missed an important notice because you thought updating one updated the other? Share your stories and your best moving tips down in the comments below. Thanks so much for learning with me today, and I will catch you in the next explainer.